Yo, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back once again to another video. So today, guys, I'm going to do this part of the video before the gameplay just to kind of explain how I set my hunter up. Again, disclaimer at the start of this video, I am new to the game. However, I feel that I'm at the point now where I can actually help people who are absolutely brand new to the game and just kind of explain things, what I'm doing in layman's terms, so to speak, without confusing people, because the problem is, when I was watching these videos myself, a lot of people were just blowing my mind. There was like too much information being given out, so I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. By no means am I a good player. I'm still new at the game myself. However, I can kind of give you some tips in a concise method at the start of the video, and then there'll be gameplay in the background, which the game I'm going to play after this video I had earlier today where I got 5 kills. And it's kind of a great example for new people who are coming to play this absolutely fantastic game, that you can play the game solo. You can play this game solo as a new player like I play. 9 times out of 10 I'm in solos. So let's start at my hunter. Now, guys, I would not select a free hunter. Now, unfortunately, well, let's just recruit a hunter. So if you can go to this part where you're going to recruit a hunter, you recruit them for 100. And they get 10 upgrade points. Now, this is very, very crucial that you get one of these. Because if you just get a free hunter, you're not going to be able to have the upgrade points available at the start until you kind of extract a few times. So, recruit a hunter. Okay, we're going to recruit them for 100. And then you're going to want certain traits on. Now, these traits are kind of abilities. Again, I'm not going to go over it in too much detail because I don't want to confuse people. You've got like a filter option here. And you want to kind of filter it to solo. Again, this is a solo video. And you're going to want this on. Necromancer. Basically, guys, you can revive yourself when you get killed. That's a no-brainer. Then I have Magpie, which you can read it there, guys. Again, I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. It's a solo perk, which you're going to want that on. And then one of these two guys, this is pretty subjective. I prefer having get a health and stamina boost when your team picks up a clue or closes a rift. But you get double that when you play solo, so there you go. That's your 10 points spent. As for your loadout, it's not as crucial in my opinion. I'm not using the cheapest loadout here. I've got an Auto 5 shotgun, which, again, the gameplay you're going to see in the background is that one. But you can use other shotguns, guys, which costs way less than, I think this is like 440. So, sorry, 600 it says there, but the total loadout's 956. So it's not the cheapest loadout there, but again, if you want to copy this loadout, you know, vitality shots, regen shots, fuses to burn corpses after you've looted them, trip mines, you know, barbed wire, whatever you want to call them, first aid kits, a pistol which has a knuckle duster on it, so you can one-hit kill things when you're running around the map. Again, you're going to see gameplay of that. Shotgun, really important, guys. Primary, run a shotgun as a new player, because you're going to find out that shotguns in this game at close range, you're just going to dominate. So enough of this, guys. Let's get on to the gameplay. But this is basically how you want to set your hunter up in layman's terms. Again, I could go into a lot more detail. There's probably going to be more experienced people watching this video arguing with what I'm saying. But the essentials is buy a hunter. It's only 100 coins. You get the 10 points. You can use the 10 points to get your, as you can see there, skills. And that's pretty much the main thing. We could talk about health. Ultimately, guys, without going into too much detail, you want 3 big health chunks. The reason for this is, guys, when you use your revive, you will come back to health with 3 health chunks. And you can only revive once, guys. So you may as well just do this. Years ago, guys, you could revive as many times as you wanted and you'd only lose 1 health chunk. But now, Necro has been changed. Again, I've watched videos talking about this health. If you're playing solo, you want 3 big health chunks. So let's get on with the gameplay, guys. And yeah, hopefully you can learn a few things. Again, disclaimer, I'm keeping this as simple as possible. I'm not going to say I've got absolutely everything right when it comes to the gameplay part of the video. But you're new. You're going to make mistakes. You just got to learn from your mistakes. But ultimately, you want to have your hunter set up with the solo perks you need, which I've already talked about, and a loadout, which Again, you've got your close range weapon there, and you can 2-hit kill people with this. So, again, this is setting you up in the best possible manner to have a good game. So enjoy the rest of the gameplay commentary, guys, where I'm going to show you, again, how to play the game as a solo, especially from a new player's perspective. Again, the lobbies I'm in, they're not 6-star lobbies. It's not high-tier ELO lobbies because, again, you're a beginner. You're not going to be in those lobbies. It makes no sense for the bigger YouTubers with 6-star ratings to kind of show you how to play the game because, again, they're playing against very, very good players. When you first play this game, you're not going to be playing against those good players. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, guys, the gameplay commentary. Speak to you all shortly. So we've actually got 2 bounties on this map, which doesn't really happen that often, so again, I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. You don't really want to get too involved killing the AI on the map, unless you have to. Normally you get the dogs running after you or something at some point. Just turn around and kill them. The immolators, which the immolators, if you don't know the exact terms of them, they're those like skeleton things what run at you very, very quickly, and if you knife them, they explode, so I'm sure we'll bump into someone, well, one of them at some point on this video. You're going to try to keep as quiet as you can, but again, I'm still a new player like you all watching this video. I make mistakes. These little sites you see on the map, sometimes they're labelled red, sometimes they're labelled white. But if you come to one of these red ones, you can go through these doors here and just choose whatever traits you want to, use to make yourself better. There you go. We can hold F to break the seal and open a big cash register. So I think you get 500 hunt dollars here. Then you can just get some extra traits while you're on the map, but you need to have, as you can see there, the 1 out of 6 icon. There you go, I haven't got any more now, but you just kind of earn them by playing the game, staying alive, extracting, doing things. So you can see there I've got Catalyst. It's an event trait as well. Well, event exclusive. Again, you don't want to confuse yourself too much with these. I wouldn't even worry about any of this. I told you about the perks at the start of the video. Anything else you pick up while you're going is a bonus. The more you extract, the more you're going to get these points to use on perks. But ultimately, when you load in as a new player, you want to make sure you use 100 hunt dollars to get to select somebody who's got 10 points, and then you can add the solo perks, which I say are needed. It's pretty much a requirement, guys, unless you're skint and you've got no hunt dollars and you have to go in with a brand new hunter. And if you are using a brand new hunter, you're going to play the game totally different to how I'm playing it here. I've dropped into the game. I want to kill as many people as I can, and I also want to get a bounty and extract. People sometimes play the game a different way. They don't really want to kill many people. They don't want to, kill the boss. They'd rather wait until other people kill the boss. There's loads of different ways to play the game, guys, and that's what makes Hunt Showdown fantastic, in my opinion. You can run around like a madman, or you can crouch around, play really stealthy. Play how you want to play. I don't really like it, though, when people just sit in a corner doing nothing all game and I run into them. It's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. You play the game how you want to play the game. Again, the servers have just gone a bit crazy there. I see a lot of people just running straight away and just trying to get the clues as quickly as possible. Now, guys, if somebody else was around me, that would be glowing red. So if you ever come to one of these clues and they glow in red, somebody else is around you. You want to try to kill them before taking the clue and moving on. Because if you take that clue, guys, you're not going to know if anybody's there. But from their point of view, because they've not taken the clue, it's still going to be glowing red. So, quick tip there. I found that out myself the hard way. So, yeah, if you have a clue and it's glowing red, make sure you kill somebody beforehand. So, I can see here, because I've got a trait which boosts my dark sight. I can actually see if people have been around here before and killed the AI with the white lines. See, the crows on my left. I just saw them in the nick of the time before, you know, setting them off, and then everybody can hear them. Again, just to reiterate, guys, I am by no means a good player. I'm a new beginner player, but I think I know enough now just to kind of help people. So I've took one of the perks which allows you to investigate the clues without being on top of them. So I thought I'd just do that, just to let you know, show you, you know, in this gameplay commentary. Just need to look at my map very quickly, just figure out where am I going to go here. There's no right or wrong way. I'm pretty much the same distance away from both of them. I'm playing a bit more cautious here because I know that a player's been here because of the dark sight boost I've got, which is one of the traits where it shows you little white lines. So look, somebody's been here before. I know that. So again, I'm just taking it a bit more careful. Whenever you see the, like, kind of scarecrow-looking things, again, I'm using layman terms. You want to kind of melee them. It gives you event points or whatever you want to call them. So I'm not seeing any dead AI anymore, so I'm getting a bit more comfortable now when I'm running around. You kind of want to try to stay off the main tracks as well. You're better off running through bushes and stuff. Bit of an open, exposed area here, so I was thinking if somebody gets me here, especially when I'm running through water, I would be dead. So gunshots off to me right. No, actually, more like straight in front of me. I don't play this game with a headset on, guys, just because I like to be comfortable when I'm playing. I'm not really a sweaty tryhard, so to speak, like most casual gamers are. But if you do want to have a bit of an advantage on this game, I highly suggest you put headphones on. But again, I've got a good PC. I've got a good speaker set up, so it's not like I'm using shitty speakers. Okay, I've set the dogs off like an absolute moron. Bit of an exposed point. I know I'm going to set the ducks off, but I've already set the dogs off, so I'm like, I'm kind of in trouble anyway. Well, when it comes to setting off, you know, all the sound traps or whatever you want to call them in-game with the AI. So when I was talking about the scarecrow things, that's one of those there. Again, I'm using simple terminology now. You saw there, guys, that clue is red. So I know somebody's here. I can hear footsteps. Again, I'm in a corner with a shotgun. Boom, you're dead. One hit, kill. One hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, because I'm too far away. Team wipe. But the reason I know they was there initially, guys, is because the clue was glowing red. That told me they were there. It makes a more evil noise, like a... I'm going to kill this because it's got the barbed wire on it, and these are annoying. It's not like I'm sneaking around, so you always want to make sure you loot them. Loot them first. Just reloading just in case somebody jumps me. And then we'll burn them after. So the only reason we're burning them after, guys, is because we don't want somebody else to pop along and loot them themselves. So you can use the fuses. That's the most economical way when it comes to the cheapest way to burn people on the game. I think a lot of people use flare guns as well. But I just prefer the fuses personally. Again, I could go into more detail about why I've got a stamina perk now in the bottom left, but again, Trying to keep it as simple and straightforward as possible. Try not to bamboozle everybody. Just making sure nobody's here because there is a lot of third party in what goes off on this game, even at my level, which is about 2 to 3 star lobbies. I'm not in the worst lobbies around, but I'm still in pretty poor lobbies, so they're already on scrap break. So I'm like, wow, they got there pretty quickly. Again, I don't really know the map because I am new to the game, so I've come up here and it's a complete waste of time. And I can't really even jump down here. It might instantly kill me and I don't want to waste my res. I'd rather just be a bit patient, climb down the ladders, get more gunshots near me, so I'm trying to take it a bit more cautious. We know somebody's already on scrap break. I don't mind fighting scrap break, but the spider is just annoying as hell trying to shoot it. To be fair, scrap break's annoying as hell. I prefer butcher. If I'm going to fight any of the normal bosses, I like fighting butcher. I'm not really going to edit this gameplay as well because I just want to talk you through what my choices are. And again, I don't always make the right choice. I am thinking at this moment in time, see, look, you will find little traits like that scattered around the map. I've already got Necromancer, so don't really need it. I'm in two minds here. Do I go and challenge the banishing? Now, this is one of the immolators I was talking about earlier. You always want to kill these with a blunt force weapon. If you slash them, if you shoot them, you know, anything what pierces them, may it be a bullet, may it be a knife, they explode and it sets you on fire and it's annoying and it's not good. Again, just kill AI if you come into them. No real point killing them otherwise. Those are the most annoying thing in the game for me. They can kill you very, very quickly. So yeah, just try to stay out of the water when you hear that noise. So, ammo... Oh, sorry. We can take full ammo when we get to focus. Again, the focus of the points what you need, and you can keep spending them to upgrade your character while you're in game. There is more shots going off. I don't really know what to do at this stage. I'm like, do I want to go and challenge the bounty what's been banishing? Now, those bee ladies, as I'm going to call them again, layman's terms, are quite annoying, but I've got the perk on what reduces the length of time on poison dramatically. The problem with being poisoned, guys, is that when you're poisoned, you cannot heal yourself. Another immolator, which these are pretty straightforward for me. Yes, I've got it a few times, but I'm not really bothered. And the reason with the health bars, guys, as long as I don't go down a full health bar, I will heal myself. That's why, as a solo, I prefer 3 big health bars instead of up to 5 if you use smaller chunks. Because once a smaller chunk's gone, it's gone forever. But at least with these 3 bars, you've got longer to put yourself out from bleeding or burning or whatever, or just having normal damage. And again, big YouTubers who know more about the game than me say, if you are playing solo, use 3 big health chunks. If you are enjoying this video, guys, you know you're enjoying this type of content, please do us a favour. Smash that like button. If we could maybe get, I don't know, 5 likes on this video, that'd be fantastic. And if you're new, subscribe. If you're going to play some games with me, by all means. So, the little lightning strikes is where the bounties are on the map. So you can see somebody's hovering over the exit. And then somebody's pretty much sat where the bounty is. The little orange sign is the bounty what's still there to be picked up. So we know there's somebody trying to get out of there. And then there's somebody still on the bounty site. And there's one left. So when you kill a boss, I believe it drops 3 bounties. What you can pick up. So I could actually go over there if I wanted. So you can see somebody there is extracted. There's still somebody on there. And I'm thinking, what do I do? Do I go back to that one? Do I try to go and kill the spider? I'm like, umming and ahhing in my mind at this point. I'm already thinking I've killed 2 people. Is killing 2 people and extracting, is that good enough? Or do I want to push it? You know, do I want to stick? Do I want to twist? So I know somebody's down there again because of the dark side trait bonus I've got on. I don't 100% know what trait it's called. I'll probably put it up on screen for you, actually. Once I've stopped editing this video. I think there's somebody down there. I can't see him now, but I heard the audio cue. Look, you see him there? See, I actually tried to be a bit clever here and throw a dynamite. But I completely missed them. They must have moved out of the way. So I want to close the distance. I've got a shotgun. Okay, I've hit him once. I've hit him twice. They can't have much health left. I've hit him 3 times. Again, a bit too far range for this shotgun, to be fair. But like I said, guys, I'm a new player. I'm not perfect. So we want to go and heal up as quickly as we can. So instead of using a med kit, we're going to use a syringe. Again, we get more value from that because we've got 3 big health chunks instead of smaller health chunks. And now it's all about finding where that person's run off to. This is where you want to be as quiet as possible and try to listen for footsteps, people walking over broken glass, any other audio clues to their location. So I can hear some footsteps. I'm not 100% sure at this point where they are, so I think they're in here. Maybe they wasn't in here. That's what I'm thinking at this point. And then I catch him off guard. Surprised they didn't hear me, guys. But again, I'm in beginner lobbies like you are watching this video. So I don't know if he's a solo or not. I'm just going to see if he's going to res himself quickly. So we're going to loot him. I don't think he's going to res himself. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, if he's not self-resed, there must be somebody else around here. At this point, I'm going to burn him. Because I'm thinking I need his teammate to try to come and save him while he's burning. Because when you're burning somebody, their health, what they're going to revive with, slowly goes down until they are unrevivable. I believe. Is that right? I think so. But yeah, you burn them, guys, so it kills them permanently. So I can't really hear anybody at this point. But I'm pretty confident there is his teammate somewhere else. It's very rare a solo is going to come into a game without having the Necromancer, i.e. solo self-revive perk. I've done it myself personally before, so at this part of the stage, I'm going to take it kind of a bit easier. Take 4 damage like an absolute moron, but again, I am a beginner. Because we've got time to actually heal up here and I'm not feeling in any imminent danger, we're going to use the health packs instead of a syringe, which syringe are best used when I need to heal up very, very quickly. I'm starting to think now that I'm actually safe and he were just a random person on his own. So I know somebody's there. So I can hear him running away. I can hear the clue going. Listen to the clue noise. There we go. And there you go. We're sorted. He's got... So we know he's a solo because he just used his one and only self-revive. And there we go. We can loot him and then we can burn... Well, we've already looted him. But we can burn him now so nobody else can loot him. So I don't know why that other guy didn't have a self-revive on earlier. We've got no ammo now, unfortunately. Again, if you get a lot of kills in the match, you do run out of ammo. And we've still got the boss to kill. And I am really, really bad at killing the bosses, guys. Again, I'm a new player. I'm terrible. Now, I think the boss is actually in here. You can tell by how the blue thing's moving. So this, like, look at it now, guys. It's blue now. But a minute ago when I saw that other player, that turned red. I don't know what the proximity range is of it, but you just know if somebody's close, it goes red. It makes a very, very clear audible noise, so you've just got to be very, very careful when that happens. I'm still looking for this other guy's teammate, but at this point I'm thinking I'm pretty safe now. I kind of need to... Oh, did that... Was that the other guy from earlier? Was that the guy's teammate who died? Not really too sure, guys, what's going off here. I feel pretty safe. Could do with trying to find some ammo at some point. One of the biggest things on this game is what gets you killed, guys, is rushing. I think it's time to... Oh, a little box there to get some ammunition. Okay, we can't get in that way. We know the spider's in there. Whatever its name is, I forgot. But it's a spider, ultimately. You're going to see it on screen in a minute. I wonder what the name of the spider is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's actually killed spider. So I just tried to shoot my shotgun, but I've even got none in the chamber. Now, the good thing with this shotgun is, and why it costs a lot of money, guys... You can load 5 in the chamber. So we are trying to set this spider on fire. I don't know what its weakness is, but all the bosses have a certain weakness where if you want to kill them as easy as you can, you use the weakness. So we're going to throw that down, set it on fire, get out of the way. So literally, guys, it's going to take me the next, 5 minutes to kill this spider. So at this point, guys, you're not really going to learn much. Just kill the spider... And I'll be back to you shortly. That took way too long. Like, literally 10 minutes, guys. Look, I have got no ammo. So we're going to banish the spider. So we've got restoration and all that kind of stuff, which, again, I'm not going to explain it too much. You don't need to know. I'm only kind of talking about exactly what you need to know. So at this point... Our main objective now is to find ammo, because if somebody comes on us now, we're going to die. We've got nothing to defend ourselves, apart from our knuckle dusters on our pistol, and it's not going to end well. So at this point of the video, guys, again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. All I want to do while the spider is banishing is try to find ammo, so you can run around, find certain ammo bits and pieces if you get lucky. That is, you can actually get all your ammo from an ammo box. But somebody told me that they spawn sometimes in the boss room after you've killed them. But again, the majority of the time you're going to see chests like that you just saw a second ago. So yeah, we're going to skip forward until the banishing process is completed. Oh, and you can find posters like that as well on the wall, which give you XP. There's different ones giving you different things. Right, so we'll go and pick up the spider bounty. Now, when you pick up a bounty, you'd normally get 5 seconds of where basically you can make your hands glow yellow and you can see other people running around while you do that, while your hands are, sorry, orange, not yellow. Now, the thing with that dark sight boost is, guys, because I've got one of the solo perks on, I get 10 seconds instead of 5, which is a huge bonus. But when you use the dark sight bonus, guys, even... What's the best way of putting this? When I press E, so you're just using dark sight, you're not using the, you know, the one where it glows yellow. You know the button you use just like this? If you use your E on your keyboard on PC, where you use the button where you'd find where the clues are flashing blue on the map, yeah? Well, it's called Dark Sight, but when you pick up a bounty, it's called Dark Sight Boosted, which shows you enemy players. So when you're using Dark Sight, normally, guys, like you've just seen me use there, if an enemy player is near me, the edge of the screen, while you've got it active, will be the same colour, orange. So when it is orange, you can actually use it again, but press your mouse button so you can actually pinpoint exactly where they are. To be fair, I've not explained that great, but you kind of get the you kind of get what I'm trying to say with it. And then all you've got to do now, guys, is simply extract. So that's about it, guys. There's nothing really more else to say. You want to get to an exit point. There's various different things. Again, here it's a horse and carriage. Got to wait for the timer. If you're in a solo, you've just got to wait 30 seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Use your dark sight. Again, I'm using the boost there just to see if anybody's there, because I've still got 2 seconds left. Nobody there, but even if somebody was there, I'd tell by using the normal dark sight anyway, because there'd be an orange border when I did it. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have, please smash that like button. If you've watched right until the end, guys, do us a favor for the YouTube algorithm. Just type, "I watched until the end" in the comment section. All right, love you all, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day, and we'll just wait until the scoreboard comes up at the end just so you can actually see for yourselves. Because if you kill somebody and down them and they use the res to get back up and you kill them again, on this game, that counts as 2 kills. It does take a bit of time to load sometimes at the end. Don't know if this is just a PC thing or if it loads up quicker on console. So yeah, you go. Mission summary. Hunters killed 5. So that's a pretty good game for me, guys. So yeah, I hope you've learned something. If you want to see more videos, let me know in the comments as you always do. All right, love you all. Have a great week at work, school, or university.